everyone, and welcome back to the Digital Doll Diaries. So, today's episode, I want to talk about how to get over a breakup. So, if you have just recently gone through a breakup, or you know a friend that is also going through a breakup right now, this episode will be for you. Or honestly, maybe you haven't even gone through a breakup or you're not going through one right now, but these tips will be useful later in your life. When you do eventually get your heart broken, the first step in getting over a breakup is acceptance. We have to accept that this relationship has actually come to an end. You now have 1 week to be ugly and disgusting and sad. Okay? You are literally grieving a whole life. You are grieving the future that you planned with this person. You're grieving the present that you had with this person. Your everyday life is going to change. You're not going to be texting them. You're not going to be in bed with them at the end of the night. You're not going to be eating with them. Your whole life as you know it is completely going to change. You probably plan your whole entire future around this person. That is also going to change. And it's completely okay to like kind of crash out for a moment and be completely like shocked and stunned and not know what the hell you're going to be doing with your life because like 5 minutes ago, you guys were fine and this was going to be the love of your life and you guys probably were going to have children together. You're going to buy that house together. You had a whole thing planned around this person. That is no longer, and you actually have to accept that. This person does not want to be with you. You guys broke up for a reason. You guys are not together for a reason. And you have to accept that. The sooner that you accept that this person is no longer your person, the sooner you can put yourself back in the center of your life. Have that post-breakup glow up. Allow yourself a week. Allow yourself to ugly cry, tell all of your friends about how bad they did you dirty, how much you miss them, how badly you want to text them. Maybe you're wearing their clothes still to bed. Maybe you're looking at old photos of them. You're still going to the places that you guys used to go together. It's okay. 1 week you have to grieve. You have to grieve to move on. You have to be able to sit in that complete and utter aloneness, loneliness, sadness. Let it completely consume you for a week. After that week, you're done. You're done. We're leaving that sad, mopey, disgusting mess in last week. Now, after a week, we're getting into pathetic. We're getting into pathetic, okay? This person genuinely doesn't want you. So why are we still hung up over them? Why are we still talking about them? Why are we still looking at photos of them? Why are we still stalking their stories? Yes, I understand you can't get over them in a week, but you can stop torturing yourself. You can stop literally feeding your brain this untrue reality that you guys are still together. Because you're not, and you probably never will be again. It's a hard truth. It's a very hard truth that you actually have to wake up to. Because going past a week, okay, I'll say like at max, like 2 weeks you have of like disgusting slop. That's like if you guys were together for like more than like 6 months. Okay, 2 weeks where you can be a disgusting mess. After 2 weeks, all right, girl, pack it up. Back it up. Because now it's just getting embarrassing. Especially if this person is literally posting and like going out and like just acting like they genuinely don't give a fuck. They probably don't. They probably don't. Actually, that's not true. Honestly, usually the people that are like posting hella after they break up, especially if they weren't posting before, like they know that you're watching. They want you to see that shit. Like they're probably looking every time they post. They're probably seeing if did they view my story? Because they're posting it for you. Like, obviously. Nobody was actually genuinely moving on in a week. If you actually genuinely love this person, and if you are, like, they probably didn't actually love this person. Or you were already emotionally moving on in the relationship, which happens a lot. In this acceptance period, it's also very good to remind yourself that it was never going to be them because nothing meant for you will pass you by. So the fact that you ended meant that that future you had planned in your mind was never going to happen anyways. It was just not. It was never going to happen. And the sooner you let go of that potential of what you guys could have been, the sooner you will move on because it was never meant to be them. That is really fucking sad and heart-wrenching. But on the flip side of that, Think about how much love you have for this person. Think about how much love and respect, and think about all of those good times that you had in this relationship. And think about how loved they made you feel. This is the wrong person. That wrong person gave you all of those good feelings. Now imagine the right person. All of those good things you will feel again, but you're going to feel so many more good things and so much less of the bad things that you experienced in that relationship. Because obviously you guys aren't together. So the bad had to have outweighed the good, or you guys would still be together. All our brain can think about is all of the good. When you do not have that person anymore, that's all your brain will bring up is all of the good feelings that you had with this person, because now you have nothing with this person. Think about all the good that you had in this relationship. Now, think about how much more good you're going to have in your next one, because you can use this relationship to learn the things you don't fuck with. Think about all the things that didn't work in this relationship. You now know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. What more you have to put in, what things you need to change on why that relationship didn't work, or what things that you need to stop accepting from other people. Maybe you guys were really bad at communication. Was it just them, or were you also really bad at communication? You can work on that for your next relationship. Be better at communication. You can see that the way that you communicated in this last relationship obviously didn't work. Try something new in your new relationship. Maybe he drank a lot and that caused fights because he was always drunk. Next relationship, you're not going to go for someone that relies on alcohol as heavy or at all. Maybe you'll date someone who just like doesn't drink at all. So you can just use this relationship to learn for your next one. We're not even thinking about the next one right now. This healing time needs to be about you, because you probably actually don't even miss this person. You miss all of the good feelings associated with companionship. You miss all of the good feelings that are associated with having a significant other. They are extra prominent right now because they're now voids. Though you having voids means that you had voids before the relationship, during the relationship, and obviously after the relationship. If it's like a void where simple things like, wow, I just really miss someone just always positively hyping me up all the time. I miss someone complimenting me all the time. When I got ready and I sent him a photo and he would always be like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful." Start doing this to yourself in the mirror. Whenever you get ready, hype yourself up, affirmations, hype yourself. I look so good, like take pictures of yourself, post them. Allow your friends to show up for you in that way. Just allow other people to fill you. Fill yourself. You need to be filling your own voids, because if you are feeling extra insecure because you weren't having that validation anymore, did you ever have it? Did you ever feel super secure on your own in the first place before this relationship? Or was this person your only source of validation because you never gave it to yourself? It's probably that one. It's probably that one. So fill your own voids. Say the nice things to yourself, buy yourself the nice flowers, take yourself out to the nice dinners, do all of these nice things that they once did for you. But make it so you're not missing out on anything. Anything that you are physically missing, like something that they did do for you, start doing it for yourself. Because once you're able to fill those voids, what is there to miss? Because then you can start thinking about only the bad things, because all of your other voids are filled now. You're not missing attention. You're not missing love because you have more girlfriends. You have more friends. It's very important when you go through a breakup, you need to be spending time with your friends. You need to be spending time with people that love you and allowing other people to fill those voids until you're able to do it yourself. If you're going through a breakup and the only thing that you can talk about is your breakup, girl, get some hobbies, do something. Also, because as I've talked about a million times, your brain does not know any reality other than what you tell it. So if you are talking about this person nonstop all the time, your brain is going to associate that they're still in your life, because you're talking about them just as much, if not more. Now that you guys are not together, your brain does not know any different from that. So you just talking about them all of the time, your brain still thinks that you're in love with them. Your brain still thinks that they're in your life. They still think that all of your time is consumed by them still. In order to actually move on from someone, you have to stop talking about them. It's okay to vent, get everything out, but you guys aren't together anymore. There stops being new information. You are just repeating everything. Remember I said the 2 weeks. You get that 2-week grace period. 2 weeks, you can talk about them as much as you want. You can be disgusting, all of that. 2 weeks. Once that 2-week grace period is up, girl, you need to lock the fuck in. Or sir, you need to lock the fuck in. Let me also tell you guys, like, a little toxic tip. The only way that somebody is ever going to miss you, ever, is when you start acting like you genuinely don't give a fuck, because nobody wants a desperate loser. Okay? If you're sitting here and you're posting like, oh, I miss him, I miss her so much, I just want to be with them, yada yada. All of your reposts are about like breaking up, even if it's like toxic stuff. It could be literally like, my ex is not shit, I hate that person, I hope they die. You are still gonna be like, okay, they're still thinking about me. Their For You page is still about exes and breakups and stuff like that, because our phones listen. That's all they're talking about. That's all their mind is consumed by, is your breakup. So whether it has anything to do about the breakup, don't fucking repost it. Don't post anything about that shit, because you are not only reaffirming it to yourself that you are not over this breakup and this breakup controls your whole entire life, you are also reaffirming that to everybody else. Hello, I'm still in love with my ex. When you do finally go to a new relationship, get with a new person, I know, especially women and some men, if they give a fuck enough, they are going through your reposts. Me personally, if you have any photos with your ex on your Instagram, any kind of social media at all, you still have videos up with them, you have reposts about your ex, cut. You're still in love with them. You're still giving them your energy. I stalk all of my own social medias a million times a day. Everybody stalks their own pages all the time, especially women. Okay, we are self-obsessed, as we should be. There is no way that you're not seeing that person a million times a day. You still see that shit probably every day. And if you don't, okay, other people are seeing that shit. Your social media is a reflection of who you are, and your ex is still on it. Bitch, that means he's still in your life. What are we doing? Or she is still in your life. All future possible partners, they're going to be scared away, because they are going to see that you are still in love with your ex. They're going to see that your energy is still going to this person. After those 2 weeks, you need to act like this person fucking died. You need to act like they fucking died. They don't exist anymore. The best way to get over somebody is just completely wiping them from your fucking world. Stop going to the places that you guys used to go. Change your routine. If you guys go to the same gym, get a different fucking gym membership. You need to be removing them out of your everyday life, because you don't need constant reminders of them and who they are and what your life used to be like when you were with them. The photos need to be deleted. Delete all of the photos of them. Like I said, we're going to act like they never fucking existed. Delete the text. I know a lot of people, they want to like keep like the text messages there. You're like, wow, this is like our whole relationship in text. Why wouldn't you want to move on? This person did not choose you. This person is not going to choose you. You need to choose you. I feel like there's really not ever going to be a time that you are going to be ready. Like I said, you had a whole entire future planned with this person. You're never going to be ready to just let that person go and act like nothing ever happened. That's fucking hard. You can't go back to that relationship. You'll never again be with that person, and it's never going to be the same. Maybe you guys get back together, but in your mind, you knew that this person wanted to break up with you. You guys ended. I feel like once you break up one time, it's never going to be the same, because you guys both know that you were okay with leaving each other, whether it was temporary or not, but you were okay with that. Somebody doubted the relationship and doubted wanting to be with you forever. Like, you can't be the same after that. So the only thing left to do is to move forward, to move on, to be the best version of yourself, because right now you're in that middle area. You're kind of a loser right now. You know, you're not feeling the best. You're probably not feeling the most confident. Like, obviously you're heartbroken. You're sad. You're probably looking pretty chopped. You're probably not eating. My last breakup, I literally didn't eat for like 2 days. I did go to the gym on like day like 3. I was eating like shit for like a week. I'm also someone that like makes myself move on really fast, because I hate any kind of feeling of stagnation. You just kind of have to choose that for yourself. You have to take care of yourself. Love yourself the way that they didn't. Let that sit in for a second. Love yourself in all the ways that they couldn't. They couldn't, or they just chose not to. Everything is a choice. They just chose not to, actually. Yeah. If you guys wanted to be happy together, you would, but it didn't work for a reason. So here we are. This is like a tough love episode, honestly, because I feel like that's what works best for me is like, I'm going to tell how it is, really, because you guys need to hear this. And I don't want any of you to be little losers that are like obsessed with their exes forever. Like, you're literally obsessed with someone that literally just like, doesn't want you. Like, that's actually so embarrassing. Like, obviously you cared for that person, but like, lock the fuck in. Genuinely remember who the fuck you are. Bring back all of the things that they have in your house. Get all of your stuff back from their house. If you can, just do it where like you can just like drop it off and you guys don't see each other, because you just like don't need to have a conversation, especially it's like been a week and you maybe have been no contact. You probably just don't need to talk, honestly. Let it go. Try not to see them if you can, just to avoid any kind of like relapse, especially if it's a super toxic relationship, you know, like the ones where you guys like break up and get back together every couple fucking months or whatever. I feel like we've all been in one of those. If it's like not like a mutual breakup, then just like avoid that, because either you're gonna try to like talk to him and get him to get back together with you, which like embarrassing because like this person is literally telling you that they don't want to be with you. Never let a person tell you more than one time that they do not want you. Anything after that, embarrassing. I don't think anything is embarrassing except for shit like that. Because why would you ever want to be somewhere where you're not wanted? When there's literally so many opportunities and possibilities in the world, you could literally achieve anything, you could literally get anything, and you're gonna stay somewhere you're not wanted. And then on top of that, now is the time to unfollow, block, mute. Anything like that, you don't need to be seeing what they post. They don't need to be in your feed. They don't need to be on your phone, especially if you're on your phone a lot. Obviously, you're going to be looking for their shit. You're going to be stalking their stuff. You're going to be seeing what they post. Like, oh, did he post with anybody else? Did she post with anybody else? What is she doing? Like, yeah, obviously, we want to be knowing what our exes are doing, especially after, like, a couple days after we break up. You're the first viewer on everything. I swear to God, you'd be having the fucking post notifications on and shit, like, stressing, like, what's my Shayla doing, bro? That's not your Shayla. That's not your Shayla, though. And you know what? They probably out being hoes. They probably out being hoes. And you're inside. You're inside crying, sick to your stomach. Like, pathetic. It's okay, okay? I'm not saying go be hoes. I'm not saying go be hoes. But also, get outside. Get the fuck outside. You need to be with friends. Don't be in your house, okay? It makes so much harder. I just moved to San Diego and I went through a breakup. I moved to San Diego in July. I go through a breakup in fucking October, at the end of October. It was literally like the week before Halloween. And I could not fucking go out for Halloween though. I was too sick, girl. I was too sick. Yeah, I literally hung out with people though, like every single day. Not the first day. The first day, I think the first 2 days, I just like didn't leave my house. The third day I left though, and I got out of my house and I started like forcing myself to do things, because obviously you're not gonna feel any better if you're just sitting on your fucking couch bawling your eyes out eating ice cream for the first day. Yeah, yes, do that. Honestly, do that, because yeah, like, be fucking sad for at least the first like 2 days, okay? Like, that's when you can like just be completely ugly crying. I had made 2 friends and I've hung out with them twice. That shit was hard because I like didn't know anyone here. I don't have any family in San Diego. I literally had 2 friends that I hung out with twice. Girls from book club. And they invited me for like a watch party, and I was like, okay, yeah, like I will go. I should be around people and everything. Even if you don't have like friends that you can hang out with, go outside. Go take yourself to eat somewhere. Just walk around the mall. You don't even have to buy anything. Just walk around the beach, walk around the city that you're in. Just go for a fucking walk. Just get the fuck outside. Let some sun hit your face. Just get out of the energy that you're sitting in, because you need to just move your body and just get your mind on literally anything else. Literally anything else. Because, yeah, like I said, your mind only knows the reality it tells it. So it'll make it so much easier and so much faster to get over someone when your mind is not polluted by them at all times. Like I said, you're never going to be like, okay, I'm ready. For the sake of your future self, you need to decide that you are ready. Just unfollow him, after this, girl. Or like, if you have him on Snapchat, mute his story. Like, you can just keep him on Snapchat. If you use Snapchat, I don't know. Just mute his story. You don't need to see his story ever again. Don't look that shit up either. Like, unfollow him on everything else though, because he doesn't need to be in your feed. Especially if he be posting. I don't need to be seeing all that. Honestly, block him. Literally just block him. Why do you ever need to be in contact again? Especially if you think that you will want to text him or you think that he will reach out to you. No, let this shit be done. Let this shit be done. Good terms versus bad terms. I feel like I'm not really sure which one's worse, honestly, because bad terms is almost easier to move on because you have something to be disgusted about. Like, if you guys are on bad terms, someone did something bad. Hopefully it's them. Like, hopefully you didn't cheat or nothing. But, like, if they, like, cheated on you or something, you're gonna be like, oh, you're disgusting. I never genuinely want to see you again. But then also, on the same hand, like I said earlier, for some reason, our brain just, like, brings up all of the good memories. Especially if you were someone that, like, keeps going back. Like, this is, like, a relationship that, like, you guys keep breaking up. And then you get back together. And you break up. And then you get back together. If it's one of those, what you need to do is you need to get out the good old pen and paper and you need to write down every single reason on why this person is not for you. Every single bad thing, no matter how big, no matter how small that happened or this person did something about this person that you just do not like or anything that doesn't align them with your very best self and your very best partner. And then every single time that you think about texting this person, I want you to read that list. I want you to read that whole entire list. And then I want you to say out loud, okay, despite reading all of this, I still think that this person is for me. So I'm deciding to text them. Give your power back to you. You're not helpless. You're not just like overrun by your feelings. Doing that, you are holding yourself accountable. You're telling yourself that you're making that choice. You're making that choice to quite literally just disrespect all of you, actually. Think about your younger self. Like, think about you literally as like a 7-year-old. Okay. Now imagine reading her that list and then being like, so this is gonna be your future husband. What do you think? What do you think, girl? Yeah. Like, would you want to read that list to her? Would you do that? Like, imagine that shit. Imagine that. He cheated on you 3 times. Yeah, you're getting cheated on 3 times in the future. Are you fucking hype? Are you fucking hype? She's like, wait, do I like actually do I have to stay with this one? Like, does this have to be my future husband? What? Wait, because the best thing about that is he fucking doesn't. He fucking doesn't. There's actually so many people in the world. Lucky for you, this is not your golden star. Clearly, if you could make a whole fucking page about this man or woman, they are not your golden star. They are not the one. To sum this whole episode up, though, you kind of just have to busy your brain with other thoughts other than them. Surround yourself with love during this time. Fill your own voids. If you don't really know how to do that and you need help with that, I do have a video on self-confidence and self-love. I got you. I will link it right here. I hope you guys follow me on here. Please like leave a 5-star review, guys. Leave a comment. I love you guys so much. Also follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Spotify. So then you guys can get notified every time that I post a video. Turn on your notifications. I post every Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys so much. And I really hope that this video can help you in the future or can help you now or help a friend. Help you help a friend. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys next Wednesday.